We begin tonight with a KSL exclusive interview here. A Cache County pharmacist says he feels safer now that someone is behind bars on drug charges. Well, last week, rapper NBA Youngboy was arrested in what investigators call a prescription fraud ring.
News specialist Shelby Lofton spoke to the man who runs the impacted pharmacies. And Shelby, the last several months have been scary for him and many other pharmacies.
They really have been, Debbie. I first talked to Phil Cowley back in September last fall, right after he had been broken into, and he said that he and others were also dealing with fraud calls at the same time that all of this was happening, and that's where NBA Youngboy comes in.
How do you not feel violated when you have somebody continually doing fraud and taking from you?
The last year has been difficult for pharmacists like Phil Cowley.
It's not because of the one break-in, it's because the break-ins continued and the fraud was continual.
He and others have been victims of pharmacy break-ins.
This is where he gets caught in the door, and this is where he wishes he wore a belt.
Police told KSL they believe this incident was linked to several others in the region.
A male dressed in black with a mask on.
In Santaquin, one bottle of promethazine with codeine was stolen.
They're using it to make purple drink.
Cowley says that's the same item fraud callers are requesting.
They put it inside with vodka and soda, and that's their whole thing.
To avoid fines from the state, he stopped carrying it.
You have a negative whiplash effect of filling prescriptions, because if you fill one that's fraudulent, they're really eager to come after the pharmacies for not doing their due diligence.
The Cache County Sheriff's Office said rapper NBA Youngboy is a suspect in a large-scale prescription fraud ring. Documents say the rapper was working with other people to fill fraudulent prescriptions of promethazine with codeine at a number of Utah pharmacies. Cowley says callers will disguise their voice and use different combinations of a few names.
It was, well, somebody else is picking this up, and they're too sick.
The pharmacist says he feels safer now that someone has been charged with the crime.
I'm hoping that catching them with fraud with this will lead to a stop in the break-ins, because sooner or later someone will get hurt.
Investigators have not said if Youngboy or this prescription fraud ring is tied to the pharmacy break-ins across the state.
I'm really glad to see there's movement and that they take this seriously, because drug cases haven't been something that have been worth chasing. But this isn't a drug case, this is endangerment to pharmacies.
And tonight, the Cache County Sheriff's Office declined an interview request, saying this investigation is not yet over and they do not want to compromise things. I asked them if the man we see in the surveillance videos of the break-ins is NBA Youngboy. They told me no comment. Debbie, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Shelby Lofton live for us tonight. Shelby, thanks. Well.